What's going
Why
on,
is it that like
guys?
why is it that like when we start an episode, like we have like that stupid smirk on our faces, like we have no idea what to say or anything?
I mean, my smirk is because I'm wearing this, and we all know why.
Fuck off.
Yeah,
Fuck off.
I called it. The Lakers won the first ever NBA in-season tournament championship.
I was surprised that you did not send me anything about how LeBron's the GOAT for
I didn't want to rub it in.
well, yeah, well, I would have probably stopped you there. I would have been like, well, MJ's the GOAT either way, don't matter, don't care.
It's LeBron.
No, it's MJ.
Only guy top 10 in points and assists is LeBron.
That don't give a shit.
That
MJ
means he's
still
an
goated.
all-around basketball player and not just a ball hog.
Yeah.
Hate to tell you.
Nah, don't give a shit.
Yep.
Anyway,
That figures.
yeah. that's our arguments now. It's just like I don't give a shit. MJ's still the GOAT. You're like I don't give a shit. LeBron's the GOAT. That's where we're at.
Yep.
Just Anyway, welcome to what? Jesus Christ, we're approaching episode 20.
Yeah, we're
of
on
the Sports
18.
School now. Fucking 18.
Apologies for the last episode, guys. It says episode 16 again.
No, I fixed it.
Oh, you
I
did?
fixed
Okay,
it.
I didn't say anything, so I didn't know.
I fixed it. I fixed it. I saw it. I saw it too.
Yeah, so we could just break down the results in general. Pacers beat your Bucks. I couldn't believe that.
Yeah. I called that. I told you I was like,
Wow.
you're like you have to the Pacers had to beat your Bucks. I'm like, well, it's not as hard as it looks.
I couldn't believe it because I thought they were going to do exactly what the Lakers did to beat the Pacers. They got big
Nope.
guys. You just got to guard Tyrese with big guys.
Well, they didn't.
I mean, Giannis had 37.
Yeah.
It's actually pretty
And they
crazy
still
stat,
lost.
though. Tyrese Halliburton has made his name well known. He had 15 assists in that game versus the Bucks. And before the championship game, he had 28 assists with 0 turnovers in his last 2 games, which is the second time he's done that this season.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's on a tear.
Mr. fucking Halliburton. God damn.
I wasn't surprised that the Lakers beat the Pelicans in that same semifinals round. LeBron had 30 points in 22 and a half minutes, which is the first time in his career he had 30 points in under 25 minutes. He's also the first player in NBA history to tally 30 points in under 23 minutes. The Lakers were up by 40 plus before the fourth quarter started. That was the largest blowout of the in-season tournament.
Yeah.
That was nuts. And it's the Lakers'
wasn't
first
expecting that.
40-point win since 2011.
Yeah, I was not expecting that blowout right there. That was
No, Zion did not show up in that game. I'm really disappointed
Nope.
in him. I
he was
honestly
too worried
agree with
about his
Stephen A.
baby mama.
Did you hear what Stephen A. said about him? Which isn't the first time he said it either. Yeah, Zion, yeah.
What did he say?
He said he's a fat chub. He sees a little chunky chub on him and everything. Even in that game where he's running. And I mean, yeah. You're how many years older than LeBron? I mean, younger than LeBron? Like, why are you not in peak shape? You're getting paid to be in peak shape. You know what? It's crazy.
It's sad when you have a guy who's like 400 years old dropping 30 points on you still.
Yeah, and best part is it's sad when you're the number 1 pick maybe 5 years ago.
Yeah.
Has it been 5?
Yeah, at least. It's got to be at least
God.
5.
It's close, but like really? You're right now is supposed to be him entering his prime. And I mean, wow.
Yeah.
So we can get into the NBA in-season tournament cup. Funny enough, you told me something, and then Steven actually told me the same thing.
That LeBron should not be MVP of that, or was it that?
No, that's what it was. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
So pretty much, they both messaged me. Well, I think you called me, didn't you?
I called you,
Yeah, okay.
yes.
So we were talking, though. They both told me that LeBron shouldn't have won the NBA in-season tournament MVP, which I argued he should have because of the the rulings for it, I guess, if you will, the rules. It's the entire tournament. It's not just the championship game. And then what I told you, I told Steven too, and he completely agreed, is that they need 2 separate MVPs if they're going to do that, because the championship game deserves its own MVP.
And the MVP of that is Anthony Davis
1,000%. That man had 41 points and 20 rebounds and 4 blocks.
Because it's almost because now, but see that's like the issue because now it's like since LeBron has it, people are gonna forget his AD's performance in that game.
I mean,
It's
I'm
gonna
not.
be
To me, I don't think
well,
real basketball players are going to forget that. Because the other thing
well,
is,
no. I mean, like most fans in general are gonna just brush over
oh
that
yes,
performance
I agree.
because they're gonna believe that it was LeBron that did all of that, like for the normal basketball consumer.
I know what you
But
mean. You're going to say they're pretty much
which
going to put
is
him on a pedestal, and Anthony Davis is going to disappear. I get what you're saying.
right,
For me,
exactly. That's
though,
what sucks.
I'm okay with it. Not that I agree, definitely. I also think that there needs to be an MVP award for that championship game, 1,000%. Because it's almost a robbery that LeBron won. But to me, it's not only
41
because it's the whole
points.
tournament. However, I don't think Anthony Davis is going to go unremembered for two reasons. Currently, he technically ranks first in highest points scored in a championship game for that tournament now, 41, and rebounds, 20. So in a sense, he does hold the records. I don't know if they're going to be beaten or not because it is kind of hard to score a lot in today's NBA, especially considering a championship game like that. It's so random.
Yeah, but the problem is, like, I'm gonna put it in like a baseball perspective, right?
Yeah,
Pete Rose has the most hits out of anyone
ever.
in
Yeah.
history, but are you gonna remember Pete Rose more, or are people gonna remember Babe Ruth more?
Yeah, I get
or
what
they
you're
gonna be
saying.
like, that's like it's more of like a legacy thing than a record thing. That's what the issue is. So that's why it's just like I feel bad for AD. I really do
So why?
because
Yeah,
it's
I
like
know what you mean.
because you perform like that and people are just gonna brush you off like you didn't even do that. Like that's to me that's shitty.
Oh, I know. I
But
agree. That's why. I mean, I almost made a tweet the other day just adding the NBA like, yo, he needs the championship game MVP straight up. Make a new trophy.
yeah, because 41 points and 20 fucking rebounds. That's like
Without him, we don't win that game. And
right.
I'm not
That's
even
what I'm
talking
saying.
about we take him all of his stats out and then we just minus that from our score. I'm not even talking about that. I'm just talking about he set the pace for the entire four quarters.
Right.
And his defense, because I mean, I know he only had 4 blocks and 20 rebounds is a lot, but he did a lot more on defense than just that. Just being a presence alone, which
That's what
isn't
I'm
a
saying.
stat that gets
It's like
recorded.
it's like the whole thing with Aaron Judge's MVP season. Like if Aaron Judge wasn't there, the Yankees wouldn't have been in the postseason at all that year.
Yeah, exactly.
If he wasn't there, because his batting average was higher than the rest of the team's batting average combined.
Yeah,
That's how sad it is. That's how sad that season was. Well, like the later half of it. Anyway,
the later half. Yeah,
Last year we don't talk about that.
yeah. No, that's a asterisk.
That little yeah. You want to talk about asterisks? Yeah, that's a fucking huge one right there.
But yeah, to be fair to LeBron though, he did carry us to the championship game. So that's why I'm also still okay with him winning that trophy because I understand what it meant and what the standards for it were. But I mean, we need another trophy, 1,000%.
How many years does he have in his contract?
Who, LeBron?
Like one more year? Yeah.
I think one more year, and then he can opt in for the second. So technically, like 1.5 to.
Because I want to know when.
He set it up so that Bronny can go into the league. And
that's what I'm saying. I want to know when Bronny comes in because wherever Bronny goes, that's where LeBron's going.
Yeah.
So
they're actually.
It's crazy because
I don't know if you've seen this. They're projecting him currently to go to the Lakers. Just automatically.
What?
Yeah, there's. I mean, he hasn't played much college this year. He just had his debut. College season's already almost over.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's like, why are you projecting it now? It's only
No, I know. It's pretty much kind of like way too early, MVP predictions or something like that. That's pretty much what they do.
yeah. Well, if we're gonna do that, then I'm calling it Joel Embiid is MVP again.
Really?
Have you seen what he's been doing?
I was gonna go with Joker, so I don't blame you. I'm just saying I was gonna go with Joker.
Embiid, although the rest of the team hasn't been performing well, Embiid for himself has been doing insane things.
Oh, yeah.
He's had like 10, 11 games in a row where he drops 30.
Yeah, 100%.
Like if we're doing like excuse me, if we're doing MVP shit, like if the season ended today and the MVP thing happened right now, I guarantee you Embiid would probably win that.
If it happened right now, I would agree.
Right now, Embiid would win.
Right now, 100% yes, and that's only because of the Nuggets' record, though. Because I was gonna say Joker's been on a tear too. They just keep losing when he does his thing.
Right.
They had some stat about Tyrese Halliburton the other day, his triple double. They said something about how it's the seventh time it's been done or whatever. Oh, that's what it was. It's the seventh time a triple double, a 30-point triple double's been done, or a 25-point triple double or whatever. With not no, it wasn't points. It was assists. My bad. 15 plus assists. A triple double with 15 plus assists. Right. It was the seventh time
Hmm.
it's ever been done with 0 turnovers. Joker has done that twice this season, but they're both losses, so nobody's talked about it.
Right.
That's what I'm saying though. Like if the Nuggets weren't just losing games that they shouldn't be losing, he'd be number one, 100%.
Right.
The other thing is though, I don't know who I choose on this team. Somebody on the Timberwolves has to be in mention right now because I mean, wow.
Who are you thinking of? Like I feel like Anthony Edwards would be one of them.
See, I don't know though because I don't know how
It's
consistent
e-
he really plays. To
or
me, it's
or
more like
Carl
the
Anthony
defensive end.
or Carl Anthony probably.
Yeah, Carl or what's his name, Rudy.
Yeah.
But I don't think those two are MVP worthy though. Defensively, yes, but offensively, I don't see it.
Right. Oh my god, but yeah. So
Tyrese
speaking
Halliburton
of
should be in
Bronny,
there
he
too.
he he had his debut as you said, and LeBron James was there. He was right in the front. What I liked about it though is like he was. I did not see LeBron on his phone at all, like filming from his phone a lot,
Oh yeah, no.
which I can respect from him because like he's right there, sitting there. Look through your own eyes. You know, don't look through a phone. There's
Yeah.
people gonna film it right. You know, like it's your own kid. It's like there's the picture when Messi joined Inter Miami for the first time, like when it was like his first game with him. Everyone was on their phones, like filming and
Filming it,
shit.
yeah.
There was one person that wasn't, and that was David Beckham. He was watching, just sitting there watching him.
Yeah, living in the moment.
Yeah, exactly.
See,
So
that's the other reason I like LeBron so much. It's not a shade to Jordan. He's always been a family man. You know what I mean? You see him at his
yeah,
daughter's volleyball games and everything else. You see him at both of his sons' high school and college game now. We never got a chance to see that with Jordan.
right. And it's
And
not like
also the Jordan controversy in the world, it doesn't really help that his son is now trying to marry Scottie Pippen's ex-wife.
oh,
Well, yeah, that's why it's like I don't know. Not a shade on Jordan, but I mean, you gotta get that checked out, man. That should not be happening.
yikes, yikes. And also with his dad too. I mean,
Yeah.
yep.
But
Um,
speaking of that college game, did you know that some of the tickets went up to $17,000 a seat?
What?
Swear to God. Yep, because of Bronny James.
Jesus Christ!
Got you joking. Yeah, I couldn't believe it either. I'm like, no way. Because the other thing is, this college should be, taking money and giving it towards students for that price.
Right.
Like, cut their loans in half or something. I mean, bruh.
$17,000 just to see Bronny.
I know. That's crazy. His first college basket was a 3. That was cool. And then I don't know if you saw this. This made my night. He had a vintage LeBron chase down block off the backboard, and he looked just like his dad.
Did he really?
It did. It was incredible. You know that 2016 finals block to win that where he slaps it
Yeah.
up? Looked just like that, dude.
That's sick.
Oh, man.
Did they win that game or did they
I
lose
was
it?
going to say, no. Unfortunately, they lost in overtime, 84-79 to Long Beach State. That's Long Beach
Oh.
State's first win over that team since 2013.
And it was with LeBron James' son.
That
in there.
I was hoping you'd enjoy that because everybody likes making fun of Braun for losing finals and stuff.
Wow.
So besides the rest of the tournament, I have. Oh, they actually today released the NBA in-season tournament all-tournament team. Pacers guard Tyrese Halliburton's in there. Lakers LeBron James. Suns Kevin Durant. Bucks Giannis Antetokounmpo. and then Lakers Anthony Davis. That's the
I was gonna say, I'm sitting there thinking like, if he's not in there, I'm gonna lose my mind.
I made the
Because
list that I put up last because I knew I was gonna have your brain just your gears just twirling.
did you see my? I'm sitting there, I'm like, where, like you mentioning these names. Where's AD? Where the hell is he?
um, now I got some unfortunate news. I don't know if you saw this. This is for both of our teams. We're Knicks fans, right?
Yeah.
Our center Mitchell Robinson has an injured ankle and will have surgery, and he's going to be out 8 to 10 weeks.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so I see the Knicks going on a little bit of a pew. Not a crazy pew, because Julius Randle could step up with boards and everything still, but I mean,
Right.
yikes.
Yeah,
Gonna be
well.
some small ball being played.
Oh yeah.
I like it though, because it might actually have RJ Barrett step back up. Because you noticed when he
Right.
was getting on a hot streak and now he's kind of like on and off every night.
Yep.
He's kind of like on the hot seat for are we going to trade him or not?
Right.
Because, yeah, we need consistency. We need that guy.
Yeah.
Uh, the only other basketball thing I had on here was way too early NBA All-Star game picks if you wanted to do that. They changed the format back to East versus West instead of a draft.
Yeah, why was that? Yeah, that's stupid. Why the hell would they do a draft thing? Why not just do East and West?
See, I liked the draft for a while. When it first came out, it was cool. First, like, 4 years. I think they've done it for, like, 5, 6 now. They tried to do the draft to fix the issue of, oh, there's no defense played and it's not really an exciting game. It's more like a boring all-star weekend, which I can see both sides. I tend to enjoy it, but I also tend to enjoy anything basketball related. I can see how a casual fan, no, I'm not saying you're a casual now. I'm just saying, though, I could see how a lot of people would be like, this is stupid. They're all just shooting and nobody's guarding. So, of course, everybody's, like Jason Tatum last year. I think he had 50 something.
Yeah.
That wouldn't happen in a game with his defense. That's a
Right.
lot harder. You know what I mean? Like, so I see what they're saying. But yeah, they're going back to East versus West, which I like better personally because I'd rather see which conference is better than a draft.
That's kind of what the All-Star games for any
Or
sport
it's supposed to be.
is.
I know. I like that they changed it though, and I know this is super biased, but LeBron had a nice little streak going. But of course
I know
he did.
that. Until Giannis fucking had it.
Yeah, yeah. But yeah. So I didn't know if you want to do early picks for East West.
Well, I don't know much about East and West much. I know there's like some teams that I thought were East or in the West, or I thought were West or in the East for some reason.
Yeah, I mean, I think you could handle it though. It's just players. It's only
Well,
like the best players per se.
Joel Embiid, Jason Tatum,
Agreed.
Julius Randle.
Yep.
Um,
Tyrese
how many?
Halliburton.
Well, Tyrese. Yeah, okay, that's East too.
Yep, that's East.
Okay. So
Indiana
that's
should be
four,
East,
right?
Yeah, Indiana's East. Okay.
That's four right there.
Yep.
Is Giannis East or is that?
The Bucks are East. Yeah, I would put him as a starting 5 right there.
Yeah.
That's a solid starting 5.
Right. Yeah.
What does that match up with the West though? Obviously Joker, right?
Joker.
Anthony Davis.
AD.
I'd say LeBron because they're gonna put him in anyways, even if you don't agree.
Yeah, they're
with
probably gonna put him in anyway because they like to suck his wiener.
it. What else?
Steph? No. Actually, no. I wouldn't put Steph in. They're actually sucking this year.
De'Aaron Fox.
De'Aaron Fox. Yeah. Okay.
And Kevin Durant. He's been on a tear just because the Suns have it. Kevin Durant's been pretty consistent. Plus, again, he's one of those LeBron types. They're gonna put him in.
No, there's gotta be more players in the West that are doing fucking decent right now.
I'm trying to just round out the starting 5 too. Like, I don't know who else is. I don't see Devin Booker in there yet because he hasn't played.
No, I don't see. No, I don't see Devin Booker in there. Shit. There's gotta be someone. Hold on.
A
Give me a
wild
minute.
card could be Anthony Edwards. I don't see them picking him over these 5 guys though.
No, not Anthony. Hold on. West Conference.
Not Sabonis.
No, not Sabonis. What the fuck?
Yeah, I really don't know who to pick here. Besides 5.
Oh wait. Hold on. Forgive. Shit. What? Not. Oh God. I'm stuck between two.
Okay, what are they?
Besides Kevin Durant, I'm either thinking Luka Doncic.
Yeah. I don't know if they could start him or
Those two
not.
are neck and
They're
those
neck
two
and
are
neck,
neck
I
and neck.
agree.
What's the guy's name from OKC?
Shea Gilgeous-Alexander?
It's either him or there's another guy. There's another guy on there too.
Shea to me is the best guy on that team. The other guy I think you're thinking about is Chet Holmgren. But he's like a big.
That might be a yeah.
Yeah,
That
they
might
wouldn't
be
put
a
him over
yeah.
AD and Joker.
Well, no, yeah. Well, I'm not talking about those guys. I'm talking about KD.
No, I know. I'm just saying, like, a starting 5, they're not going to wrap around 3 to 4 big men. So for, like, that position, if you were thinking about Chet, he'd be on the bench.
So I'm probably thinking about Shy then.
Yeah, Shea. They're point guard, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Shea.
Yeah.
SGA.
Yeah.
I like that. I don't know if I see him starting, though. I would pick Luka over Shea.
I'm looking through the. I can't believe the Timberwolves are on top of the Western Conference
I
right
know.
now.
That to me blows my mind.
And Thunder is second.
Yeah. Yeah. You know what really blows my mind is how bad the Warriors are doing. I wasn't surprised.
Yeah, they're 11th.
I wasn't surprised that they were going to be bad, but I didn't think they were going to be this bad. And really what it is Klay Thompson. Speaking of which, he should be on the hot seat for a trade.
The Eastern Conference is the closest so far.
Yeah.
How is Orlando second?
Paolo and them been putting in work. They're a huge defensive team, just like the Timberwolves. The Magic, I'm telling you, are probably going to have a playoff seed, like without the play. They are a team.
Wow.
And I've been waiting for the Magic to step up for years. I really have.
Fucking running, Mickey Mouse is really running that fucking team. Can't believe that. Jesus Christ. Detroit is the worst team in all the NBA.
I don't know how their coaches and I don't know if you knew this about Detroit. Do you remember the Suns' old coach when they made the finals? Monty Williams?
Yeah.
Yeah, did you know Detroit hired him and he's the highest paid coach in the league?
And they're 2-20.
Yep. But this is where it gets tricky in the NBA. Coaching contracts are guaranteed. A lot of small market teams, say Detroit, for example, or Chicago, because Chicago should have their coach on the hot seat too.
Give me 1 second. Someone's calling me
Bet.
from the courts.
Oh. What up? What up, chat? Press F's in the chat if you're still watching. Pay your respects. You know, Hunter has to deal with his phone call for important stuff. You know, we can examine the Jolly Ranchers he's got. And somebody comment down below, or all of you, whatever you want. Comment down below your favorite flavor Jolly Rancher. Hunter has like a really loving passion for one flavor, and if you don't choose that flavor, he might be mad at you. But I'll be okay with you. But yeah, comment your favorite flavor Jolly Rancher down. See the Cowboys hat, respect it. They're actually not having a season where I would say the classic "How about them Cowboys" in a mean way, because you know normally the Cowboys are pretty stinky. But you know their time's come. It's about time. You know, we're just chilling. It's a Monday. 3:30 in the afternoon, believe it or not. One of the rare times we record before nighttime. Yeah, that's what I got. LeBron, the GOAT. Lakers, stand up. We're champs. We really did it. You can't take away the first NBA in-season tournament cup. That's ours. That's incredible. You know, I'm not gonna be one of those guys that throws shade towards Michael about it. I'm just not gonna do it. Because I love Michael too. I do. I just think LeBron's better than him. If we're talking about the greatest basketball player of all time, I think we should talk about all around basketball and not just being a ball hog. And I mean that no offense, but I mean, look at stats. Top 4 in assists all time. Not even top 20, I'd say. I could look it up. I don't need to because I already know he's not top 10. You know? Um, yeah, yeah. Uh, Shout out Michael Jordan's career, though. I mean, the moments he's had are unreal. The fist pump against Cleveland to win his first, playoff series. That was incredible. He dropped 63 on the Celtics. Still an NBA playoff record for points ever scored in the playoffs. 63 points. I mean, that's impressive. I'm surprised it hasn't been beaten, though. If you want to talk about a record that could easily be beaten, I think that's the one. I don't know if there's one that I could put on top of it to be the easiest to be beaten currently, but I mean, yeah. We had 270-point games last year. Most people, have a bunch of 40-point games in the season. It's rare to have a 50-point game, but it happens. But I mean, it's the playoffs too. Like the stakes are higher. I really don't know how it hasn't been beaten yet. I mean, people have played everybody long enough. I mean, perfect example, the whole run with the Warriors and the Cavs. Curry couldn't have one game where he just went absolutely obliterating from 3. You know what I mean? Like, that's just surprising. Anyways, Hunter's back, so I'll tell him what we were talking about.
Oh
Although it
God,
was just me talking. Hopefully, you guys were listening. I was just mentioning that one record I think should be like the easiest to be beaten. I don't know if there's any other record in the NBA that I think is truly easier to beat than this, which I'm surprised it hasn't been beaten. And this isn't a shade towards MJ. I'm just really surprised. He holds the record for most points scored in a playoff game ever with 63.
Really?
Yeah, and I just mentioned we had 2 70-point games last season. You would have thought during the Cavs-Warriors era, Curry could have had one obliterating game from 3 to beat it. You know what I mean? I'm just really surprised that hasn't been broken. 63 is a lot, but I mean,
Yeah, no.
am I wrong with the talent we have in the league?
They were just the court was asking about my payroll.
I think you're frozen on my end. Oh, nice.
There we go.
Nice.
Yeah, they were just asking about my payroll.
You know who I think might beat that record, believe it or not?
Oh.
Luka Doncic.
Really?
I could see him breaking that record.
Wow.
I just feel like because of his team and the way he's always been the guy who's got to like carry the team to these random wins.
Yeah.
I could see him breaking in a playoff game. I don't see anybody else who has to carry their team like that. Maybe Shea. Shea's got a chance.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways.
Yeah. Sorry, guys. I had to, like I said, the courts called me because, well, my jury duty's done. So I mean, they were just asking for my payroll, or asking like, all that stuff.
I'm gonna warn you to pay attention to the comments if we have any fans that actually comment. When you left, I saw the Jolly Rancher bag, and I asked them to comment their favorite Jolly Rancher because I knew you had like a very specific opinion. And I wanted to see if anybody had the same opinion.
Yep. All right. What else we got? What else we got on your list, buddy?
So I think we're done with the NBA. Our early predictions were kind of simple.
Yep.
I had the LSU quarterback, Jaden Daniels, wins the 2023 Heisman Trophy. He's the third Tiger to win the award.
Yeah, I
Flashback a
assume Joe
couple years
Burrow
ago,
was
Joe
was the
Burrow.
last one.
Yep. Um, I didn't know if you knew this about the game last night. Eagles head of security that got told to leave during the 49ers game because of the
Yeah.
disqualification incident, he was barred from the sideline in Dallas.
What?
Yeah, that really triggered me. They announced that at like 12 the day of the game yesterday. I couldn't believe it.
Oh, that's stupid.
The fact that he
As
even
a
got
Cowboys
banned from
fan,
the
that's dumb.
49ers game was ridiculous. Here's one I love. Bills tight end Dawson Knox is back from the IR.
Yep.
It's about time we
And
have
the
our full
Bills
tight
beat
end.
the Chiefs.
Oh, I have
Um,
a list for this, buddy.
dude, can I just say, seeing Patrick Mahomes so upset got me. It made me the happiest I've been in a while for NFL.
Dude, you saw my story, right? The one video I
Uh,
got?
of him throwing the helmet.
Dude,
Yeah,
I didn't even realize that's the video I captured. I literally just started recording to get my normal post about the game, and then he started doing that, and it was the most incredible thing ever.
that's so funny.
My favorite video of all time, hands down. At least Patrick Mahomes wise. I mean, wow.
Yeah,
But yeah, Bills beat the Chiefs in Arrowhead, 20-17 because of an offensive neutral zone penalty that caused
on
the. By the
Kadarius
way,
Toney.
unreal that this play even happened. Travis Kelce, their tight end, caught the ball and then threw it backwards to Kadarius Toney, and they ran it in for a touchdown. Unreal that that whole thing even happened. But then this is what I thought was hilarious too. I already knew it was him when as soon as they threw the flag. Kadarius Toney was the same player that broke the plane at the line of scrimmage, so that
He
the
was offside.
touchdown was overturned. Oh man. Um.
Yep.
So that was hilarious. Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs need to learn how to lose humble and not cry every time they lose,
Dude, it was so
especially
ironic.
when it's the right call.
Can I just say too, Patrick Mahomes, like I thought he was a very classy player like years
I know
ago.
you
Now
used to
he's
like
like
the Chiefs.
now he's lost all class because that dude went up to Josh Allen. He didn't even congratulate Josh. He just looked at him and said that was a horrible call. That was a horrible freaking call. Even though it's literally you could see it right there. Kadarius Toney is offside.
Yeah, I mean, and how disrespectful to not just say good game and then take your anger out on your own time.
Right.
It's a game. Well, you played baseball for 1 year. I don't know what other sports you played. You know, I played a couple of sports. The main rule was to have fun, be respectful,
You can have good sportsmanship, yeah.
and good sportsmanship. And at the end of every game, you didn't have to say good game, but you don't sit there saying, "Oh, that was a terrible call. I should have won. Oh, I'm going to be the most unhumble guy in the NFL. Oh, I'm a crybaby now that they're not handing me trophies anymore. Like that's so ridiculous. He threw like a 20-minute fit just on the field.
Yeah.
Slamming his helmet, crying. He had to be held. That's the most people I've ever seen hold Patrick Mahomes back. And what was he
Yeah.
gonna do? Have his brother start
Right.
dancing? Like, what was he gonna do?
Have Taylor
I
Swift
would
start
take
singing.
anybody else on the planet just about to knock him out in one punch.
Fucking Taylor Swift can probably knock him out.
Literally. Like, oh my goodness. But yeah, I was really just I expected it because this is why I never liked Patrick Mahomes. I know you know that I've never liked the Chiefs, even when you did.
Right.
Like I respected that you liked them, and I got that they're winning and everything. But I never liked them because I just had this gut feeling that he was a cocky douchebag.
And now
That's
he
exactly
is.
how he
really
acts.
is. Now he really is.
But yeah. So instead of that, he Josh, and that's the other thing. Why make it so awkward for the other guy? Obviously, he can feel for you. Like Josh Allen understands why you'd be upset. Because to me, I'll give Mahomes this. Why didn't they throw the flag like they usually do during the play and just let it be a free play?
Right.
However, to rebuttal that anyways, every scoring play is automatically under review by New York.
Right.
Therefore, they reviewed it. So maybe they didn't see it at first, and then they had to throw the flag because they review every scoring play. But yeah. So this is what pissed me off the most. Mahomes and the Chiefs had post-game press conferences, and they still whined and acted like the rules should not apply to them. Did you hear what Patrick Mahomes was saying?
What did he say?
He pretty much said, Travis Kelce made a great play and is a future Hall of Famer, and rules should not apply to the Chiefs. That's pretty much everything that he said in one. So he thinks because Travis Kelce is a Hall of Famer and they're the Chiefs, that the rules should not apply to them, and that call shouldn't have been made. He didn't
Okay.
exactly say it like that, but that's pretty much his words.
Glad I don't like him anymore.
Yeah, literally. And then, to back up the call even more, the same call has been made 12 times this year, so it should be no surprise that the call was called, which makes him look even worse. I mean, how do you not watch other football games?
Like the Chiefs need to
other football teams.
Chiefs need to realize they're not the top team anymore.
Yeah.
Like, you know how bad it is for them? You want to see how you want to talk about how bad it really is for them?
Oh, it's
you know
bad.
how we put the Broncos to finish last in their division?
Yeah.
They're one game behind.
Yeah.
They're one game behind.
I love it because you know what I would love more than anything? If Patrick Mahomes' humble pie loses on the road because he finally has to play on the road in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, I've been saying it for years that they need a humble pie. But, I mean, the other thing of me mentioning the 12 times it's been called this year as well, they versed the Bills. It's been called against the Bills multiple times.
Right.
How did you not understand that this rule was being called?
Right. It's so fucking stupid.
So then, classic, you know, I loved this. They posted, karma is a Bills win.
Yep.
So I put boo-hoo, karma is a Bills win. And then I love that we won last night. Josh Allen is 3-0 in regular season games on the road when he starts versus the Chiefs at Arrowhead.
Wow, really?
Yeah, and all time now, Josh versus Patrick, they're 3-3.
Damn.
I put he owns Mahomes at his home. Cause he does. The Bills are 7-0 after bye weeks under Sean McDermott as coach. He gets his 69th win with this win, by the way, as a Bills coach, moving him to second all-time in Bills wins as a head coach.
Shit.
Yeah, love that it's 69. And then this was the icing on my cake. Both my teams, the Bills and Eagles, have now beaten the Dolphins and the Chiefs this year.
Yeah,
Yes,
but
sir.
we'll see
Yes,
how you guys.
sir.
We'll see how the Bills do against the Cowboys this week.
I was going to say Bills and Cowboys is next week.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going to happen with that game because not to be a bandwagoner for the Bills or nothing, and not to crap on the Cowboys, but you know how the Cowboys work. There's an L coming soon. I don't know when, but they get a couple dubs. They're the top of the world, right? And then they get slapped. And then they come back.
Right.
And you know what I mean? You know the cycle.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. I don't know if it's going to be the Bills or not. Because the Bills, I mean, who knows with them? You really don't know what the heck they're going to do every single week.
Yeah, I have no idea because there's like I don't even know who they're going up against next because there's only like 3 games left of the season, which I can't believe I'm even saying.
I know. It's unreal. But speaking of that, let's get into the Cowboys. The Cowboys spanked my Eagles. 33-13. The Eagles need to get everything together. They look like a hot mess.
The Cowboys are on top of the NFC East, by the way. Cowboys are on top of the NFC East now, by the way.
Literally. We have a chance to lose the division to the Cowboys.
There are 3 teams
we started
in the NFC that are 10-3. That's the Cowboys, the Eagles, and the 49ers. Those 3 teams in the NFC are 10-3.
Oh man, hold on. Let me find the other. I need to find the one other game. Okay, so
what other game are you talking about?
The third team that the Eagles lost to.
It was the Jets.
No, I know Jets and Cowboys. I don't know the third team.
It's 49ers.
Oh, right. That's right. Sorry. Yeah. We've lost to the Jets. which is ridiculous. The 49ers and Cowboys I could see. But
But the
yeah,
Jets,
we need to get our everything together, dude.
for
After
the
our
longest,
loss to the 49ers, our loss to the Cowboys, and we barely won the game the week before that against the Bills in overtime.
yeah.
That should have been 3 straight losses. The only cool thing for the Eagles about this game was that our rookie defensive lineman, Jalen Carter, got a touchdown off a fumble.
Really?
Yeah, he did. That to me, I love that. Especially because we just drafted him, Like that's like icing on the cake. You made a good draft pick.
I remember too. I remember this from like the draft video. You said that it's gonna look worse for you if Dak has his MVP caliber season, and look what he's doing.
I know. He's the front runner.
I would have been fine too if I kept Josh Allen, but so like that's for that for you.
I got all 3 of them.
Yeah, you have Jalen Hurts, Dak Prescott, and Josh Allen on your team. You gave me a quarterback that ended up being injured, so I had to resort to Then I had to resort to another quarterback which got injured, so I had to resort to fucking Josh Dobbs,
Yep.
which is sad. You want to talk about sad? That Vikings game yesterday was
Did
the
you see that
worst.
Justin Jefferson had to go to the hospital, and now he's back out, and he traveled home with the team.
How about you just shut the fuck up? Because I put him in for my fantasy team this week because I was like, okay,
So did
Joe's
I.
back,
So did I.
and then
What do you have? 3
out
points?
immediately. Yeah,
I had Joe Mixon on my bench with 20, and I put him in the wide receiver / running back / tight end.
I had Odell Beckham Jr. in my bench. You know how much he had?
Did he have 20?
He had, where is he? He had 19.
Okay. I knew he had to be up there because of that touchdown.
Oh my god.
But let me gas you up. Let me tickle your little cowboy hat. You might want to put your cowboy hat on for this, because I got a whole lot of stats right now that are gonna turn your world into a happy little fest.
Is it?
Oh, it is. Trust me, it is.
Is it really?
Oh, it is.
Let's see. Let's see if this works.
Dallas scored 30 points in 8 straight home games, which is the 3rd longest streak in NFL history.
Damn.
They have won 15 straight home games, which is the longest active streak in the NFL. Cowboys, 3rd straight season with 10 wins. Longest streak since 1991 through 1996. Cowboys have won by 20 points 8 times this year. The Cowboys have not allowed 17 or more points in 4 of their last 5 games. Like I said, the Cowboys have won by 20 points 8 times this year. The 49ers are the second runner-up. They've won 4 times by 20 or more. The Eagles have won 0 times by 20 or more points. And then I put, however, because I do got to say one thing for the Eagles, and it's also true, and it is a nice stat as well. The Eagles have won 8 one-score difference games this season, so they play in the mud. But that's been the whole Eagles season. We're just in the mud. Why can't we just dog a team? Not one team. But yeah, so little meat ride for the Cowboys there.
Yup.
So my point with mentioning that and putting the hat on, it might bring you good luck because, like I said, they've won 15 straight home games. So could you imagine if the Eagles fumble, still winning the division and having the number 1 seed in the NFC, and the Cowboys get it and they get to play at home until the Super Bowl? If
Yep.
that winning streak continues?
Don't need to pull out the VHS anymore.
I know. Can't believe it.
Ay ay ay.
And then
I
literally got 2 things on the list.
I cannot say the same thing about the Titans though, but we move.
Yeah, I'm scared. We could talk about that game too, because you mentioned you were scared when we started this. I'm 50-50 with it. My thing is, Derrick Henry's been having a decent stretch. Normally he has a decent stretch and then he dies.
Yeah, but you also gotta realize that Tyreek Hill is having like a great stretch. Like,
No, I know. See, I'm hoping tonight that Jalen Waddle has the great game tonight. Because go look at me and Steven's fantasy matchup this week.
good thing I'm right here.
I'm terrified because Jalen Waddle has had a last horrible season this year. He's been
Yeah.
averaging like 4 points a week.
But it is you. You do have okay.
I need Jalen Waddle to go crazy and get 19 plus.
Yeah, you
Otherwise,
do.
Steven, even though what a season he's been having. I mean, wow, talk about his list falling and crumbling. But I don't
Yeah,
need to be a victim of his stupid list.
Motherfucker got bursted out in anger right there.
I can't lose to him. Nobody else has been losing to him. You know how bad that make my team look? And thanks
We mean
a lot,
no one-
Jalen Hurts, with your 8 stupid points.
What do you mean no one's been losing to him?
Because he's been losing a lot.
I lost to him.
No, I know, but I'm saying that like I'm the top dog in the league. Steven, like,
It sounds like you need a humble pie.
I do need a humble pie, but not from him and his stupid list. Please, somebody else beat me. Anybody, but not him. I can't be ass annihilated or whatever he said he was going to do to me. That's why I
be
can't
ass
lose to him.
annihilated.
That's why I can't lose to him.
Ay ay ay.
He even messaged me this morning. He goes, "Yo, you still have a chance to win." I went, "Yeah, I know. I'm terrified because Jalen Waddle sucked this year. But it's really coming down to the wire with us." And I put a laughing face because he put laughing faces too. But like, yeah, fuck.
Oh
You
my
see how
god.
close that is, right?
Yeah, I mean you're losing by 20.
The other reason I say Jalen Waddle might have a game today too, besides his horrible performance this year, he hasn't had a touchdown in a couple of games. But on top of that, if I'm the Titans defense, naturally I'm triple teaming Tyreek Hill,
Yeah.
which should leave Jalen Waddle a lot more open.
Yeah.
I'm not saying I need him to go have 4 touchdowns and absolutely obliterate the Titans. I would like for him to just have a ton of yards, like a 200-yard catching game. I'm okay with that. And I would prefer to see the Titans win. Trust me, I really would.
You know, like
It would help the build out so much.
I discussed like the little game that we play for like the weeks and shit. I put the Titans to lose that game. And
I know. I
Storm
mentioned that. I
messaged
was
me.
surprised.
Storm messaged me. He was like, "Wow, you really put the Titans to lose?" It's like the first time I've seen that. I'm like, "No, it's not." Because I did it once before and they won. So I've done it ever since then, but they kept losing. So this is the one time I'm going to put the other team to beat the Titans this week. Cuz I'm sorry. I can't see the Titans being the Miami Dolphins. I can't see it.
I flipped a coin for that game.
You flipped a coin?
Yeah.
Who did you pick?
I landed on Miami.
Okay. I was going to say, like if you picked
I need Miami to crumble though.
Yeah, everyone picked Miami. Everyone picked Miami to win this game.
I would love for the Titans to all of a sudden just have the best defense in the league tonight. Besides on Jalen Waddle.
Can I just say, who's creating a schedule for the NFL this year? Because this is just, why is there 2 Monday Night Football games? I've never seen that.
I kind of like the schedule this year. I almost want to praise whoever made the schedule this year.
But also, I mean, I get there's been good games and shit, but this one is just stupid. Because, like,
Oh, no, I agree with what you're saying.
Why is there 2 Monday Night Football games at the same time?
I don't mind it. What I mind are the 2 games. We all know everybody's going to tune into Titans Dolphins, and not a soul is going to be tuning into Packers Giants.
Right.
So I get what you're saying, but I also like the idea of having multiple games on Mondays and Thursdays. Switch it up a little. Give us a little, like, for example, the Eagles play on Christmas. I don't know if you knew this. I'm pretty sure it's 49ers Ravens on Christmas night. And we have another game on Christmas too. Raiders and Chiefs, I think.
I just texted Zach best of luck tonight because he's a Miami fan.
Oh man. But yeah, and then we got
He
Saturday
just texted
games.
back, haha, you a Tennessee fan? Yep.
Oh yeah. But look, I'd love a Derrick
He
Henry
just
match
presses back.
too. I
Yeah,
just don't see
maybe. We'll
Derrick
see.
Henry being consistent tonight.
Nope.
Trust me, I would jump for
Um,
joy for the Dolphins to get a fat hot L.
because it is your division.
Yeah, the Bills would be so much. We'd have such a higher
But
chance.
low key, I want the Titans to get a higher draft pick. So I mean,
I know. You're on both fields too. I know. You would love to see a win, but you also want that draft pick. I know what you're saying. I took a picture or a screenshot of this because I didn't know if you knew about how crazy the AFC race really is. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 teams that are all 7-6.
Bengals I know is one.
Yep.
Steelers I know is one.
Yep.
I'm pretty sure now the Bills are one. They
Yep.
just did that yesterday, right?
Yep.
So you said there's 6 teams, right?
Yep.
Broncos have got to be one, right?
They're one.
I have to think AFC. Okay, hold on. Is Houston one?
Yep.
Okay, so there's one more.
I don't know if you'll
Colts?
get this one. The Colts, yeah.
They got it.
Yeah.
Let's go, baby.
AFC is anybody's game right now. The Ravens
Except
pretty much have
except Titans.
cemented. Yeah. They've pretty much cemented themselves at the top with 10-3. Dolphins are up there. They're 9-3. Dolphins would be 9-4 tonight if they lose, which hopefully. Chiefs are 8-5. Jacksonville's 8-5. Browns are 8-5. Imagine the Chiefs, Jags, and Browns lose next week. A lot of these other teams lose, and the Bills get a win. We've beaten the Chiefs. We'd have a playoff spot next week.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going to happen, but our win against the Chiefs, we're back in this thing.
Yeah.
I'm excited. Could you imagine the Bills and Broncos win and we knock out 2 of the 3 8-5 teams next week?
That would be. I want to see the Chiefs crumble. I really do.
So why? I want to see. Could you imagine they don't make the playoffs?
I can imagine.
Doesn't make the playoffs.
I can see it.
And this made my day. They put a Josh Allen thumbs up on the ranking of the list. Like, yes. Oh man. But yeah, and then I had 2 things, but they're baseball related. Obviously,
I was gonna say, speaking of thumbs up, the thumbs up for the Dodgers' chances of making the World Series this year are increased quite a little bit, because unless you're living under a rock, if you have been, let me tell you what happened. So the hottest free agent this year, Shohei Ohtani, right? He may or may not have signed with the Dodgers, which I was kind of expecting, because it's like, for him, I feel like he didn't really want to leave LA, because that's a whole process in itself, and it's a pain in the ass.
And he also wanted
I guess. But the paycheck is like, we're talking 10 years, right? That's fair enough for a guy who's 30. But $700 million.
That is ridiculous.
The second closest contract to his is Patrick Mahomes with $450 million.
You know what the third is?
Mookie Betts.
Yeah, them 2 alone are costing the Dodgers $1 billion.
That's both Mookie Betts and Shohei's contracts combined. That's higher than the Marlins' entire payroll.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Put it in
Not the payroll. They like not the payroll. I meant the the net worth of the Marlins. That's
yeah, the net worth. Yeah.
yeah.
I'm just gonna give a basketball reference for you guys that really don't understand how much money this is. Mark Cuban, we just mentioned, sold the Mavericks for $2.5 billion. That's over a third of what he sold the Mavericks for.
Yeah.
2 guys.
You want me to put this into perspective?
2 guys
right?
out of 40.
Shohei Ohtani will be making 430 if he plays 162 well, actually, it doesn't matter because it's fully guaranteed. Either way, he's getting $700 million. No matter what. He could walk up to Dave Roberts and be like, "Hey, I hurt my balls this morning. I can't play." He will still get $70 million. Like what?
Yep.
So, to put this into perspective, he's getting $432,000 per game. And if he has 3 at-bats, that's $140,000 per at-bat. In that time I just said that, he's probably made over $1,000 just in that time span of when I said that.
This whole podcast, he's probably got 10K. At least.
55 minutes for... No, it's way more. It's got to be like 100.
50? 100?
Probably. Because it's got to be like $50. Because I'm going to look up. Hold on. Where's Google? Because I'm pretty sure he's making like $50 a second.
Probably. My question to you with this was, do you think, I know this is a wild card, way too early prediction. Do you think Shohei Ohtani ever gets traded if he becomes bad from this team?
Yes.
Really? My answer was no, because they still have to pay him part of his paycheck for those 10 years.
That's how much he's made throughout this podcast so far.
Oh my god, bro. give me a fourth.
Dude. But no, I wouldn't say he gets traded because he does bad. I say he gets traded because the team can't afford him.
Well, I just mean like say 5 years from now, his pitching is like one of the worst in the league or whatever. To me, they don't trade him because they literally will still have to pay like half of his salary.
In that circumstance, no. But if it comes to the point where the Dodgers have to take loans to pay his salary, then yes.
I could see that. But that's why I was asking, because I know that when you trade somebody, you still have to pay a decent chunk of their salary.
Because where the hell are you going to get $700 million from? Where is it coming from?
The Yankees as a front runner to sign him. Because who has money like that? I mean, perfect example. Yankees acquired reliever Victor Gonzalez and infielder Jorbit Vivas from the Dodgers for our shortstop prospect Trey Sweeney, which is good because we didn't need a shortstop. We have Anthony Volpe, the GOAT. So Dodgers needed to make a trade just to fit Shohei on their 40-man roster.
For him and Joe Kelly, yeah.
Yeah, like...
That's what I'm saying. Like, what? But you know what? The one thing I really liked about this free agent signing, there wasn't rumors. There wasn't like, well, I mean, there was a rumor that he was going to Toronto, but that was all bullshit anyway. He was really just sitting in his house, just chilling. He announced the deal himself through his Instagram.
Yeah, I did like that. That's classic.
It wasn't from like Jeff Passan or anything like that. Well, but he did say what the contract was worth, but that's a whole different thing. Shohei Ohtani announced to himself that he was going to the Dodgers, and that I liked the most about it because it wasn't like, oh, where's he gonna go? Oh my God, he just said it himself, which I
like that he got to thank the Angels fans and everything before being absolutely ridiculed. I like that he had the chance to put his own words into action.
Right.
And I just also, as much as I didn't like that he was like, oh, I want all my media, I don't want anybody to know I'm doing anything. I want everything to be private. I'm not going to hate on him because A, that is a cultural thing, but also B, I would love to see a lot more things just be private like that in sports, and then we just get a massive Woj bomb, is what they call it in the NBA, when you just get breaking news and nobody expected a thing.
Well, this was I didn't expect. I expected the Dodgers part. I just didn't expect the money part.
Or I didn't expect the length either.
Because he can't pitch till 2025, so you're essentially paying $70 million for a freaking DH. That's what you're doing.
This is the other thing I was wondering, although I know it's not. In the like NBA and stuff like that, they have the contracts so that you get a smaller amount in the beginning. And then say you got like a 5-year contract, it'll go from like 30 million to 32 to 33.5 to like 35. Like you still get your full amount, like the 700 million, but instead
the amount you get a year is different.
Yeah, it pretty much increases over time. But I don't think it's like that in the MLB. I think he's getting 70 million to not pitch.
No, it's not. That's not how that works in the MLB. In the MLB world, the amount of years you get, that like you get the amount,
Sure,
the
if you
same
get
amount,
that.
the same
Yeah.
year. But the way they,
I don't like that
it's
because
weird,
he's not pitching. He should not be getting $70 million to be a designated hitter.
right? That's like it's like me giving David Ortiz the same amount that Aaron Judge got just to be a DH. That's like no, that's I'm sorry.
I hate this deal for Aaron Judge. I really do. This is like a slap in the face. I love it though because we're motivated now. If Aaron Judge
Right.
doesn't get a little tap on his butt, good game, you better get your gears in lock and go to a World Series right now. This would be the major motivating factor for me if I'm Aaron Judge. He was the highest paid baseball player, and then out of nowhere, the very next offseason.
No, he wasn't. No, he wasn't.
Oh, yeah, well, Mookie
Mookie
Betts,
Bet-
yeah. Garrett Cole's
What's-
higher than him, too, isn't he?
Garrett Cole gets $27 million a year.
Not Garrett Cole. I saw like the list of the top 10 athletes.
You
I don't
mean
know why I was thinking-
Giancarlo Stanton?
Yes, but he's not
Yeah,
higher.
Stanton's
He's lower.
he's number 8 or 9
He's
in the
9.
top 10.
He's 9.
He's
Guaranteed
yeah.
9. But yeah, I couldn't believe it. Aaron Judge is all the way down to 5 now.
Because Manny Machado. No, he's number 4.
Is he?
No, wait. No, sorry. So, Shohei's number
Shohei?
1. Mookie Betts.
Yep. There's a
Then
guy
Aaron
before
Judge.
Mookie Betts.
Oh, it's Mike Trout.
Yes.
It's Shohei, Mike Trout, Mookie Betts, Aaron Judge is 4th. Oh God, Bryce Harper's 5th. I'm pretty sure Bryce Harper's
thought
5th.
Aaron Judge was 5th though.
No, he's not. No, because I know that for a fact. Because I know.
No,
Mookie
it does
Betts-
make sense that he's 4 though, because they had a quite large gap between him and Stanton. And I know Stanton's 9 is for sure. I know he's a lock at 9.
I know Manny Machado's number 10. I know Manny Machado's 10.
He's 10, yep.
No, he's not. He's not 10 years old. Shut up. But yeah. $700 million. Like what?
That's why I didn't expect it to be so long, dude. Like, you're paying him to not pitch and to not even play a position on the field.
I'm just happy he's not with Toronto. I can say
So am
that.
I couldn't be happier that he's a Dodger. Plus, you know how much I am praying and loving a Yankees-Dodgers World Series?
Well, I mean, yeah. Especially when Juan Soto's still there, yeah. Which
Obviously, I would love to not have to go through the Dodgers, but
this is for
It'd be
this is for you. This is for you. Yamamoto is meeting with the Yankees today.
yeah, he is, yep. Dude,
Um,
I got an ESPN notification today that won't make me throw my phone.
What?
Which New York team is going to get Yamamoto? We all know if he signs with the Mets, he pretty much just ended his life. And I'm sorry, I am a designated Mets fan after the Yankees.
Yeah.
There is no reason Yamamoto should end his career before it starts. And if you have to be blind, Yamamoto, to not sign with the Yankees, look at the roster differences. I'm sorry, Francisco Lindor does not attract me over Aaron Judge.
Right.
Look
Pete
at the-
Alonso
look at the
definitely doesn't either.
rotation. Look what happened with the rotation last season.
Yeah, their
Justin
2
Verlander
starting
and Max
pitchers
Scherzer
gone.
got the hell out. You want that to be you next year? Or do you want us to ride with you like we rode with Domingo Herman once he had an alcohol problem?
Yeah, right, yeah.
Like, you better sign with this pinstripes, boy. Playing around. Playing around.
He's like, I'm gonna sign with the pinstripes, boy.
Soto needs to happen, dude.
And it's confirmed that they tabbed at least Matsui to come along to convince.
I'm very
That's
excited.
confirmed, yeah.
Plus, I mean, legacy-wise, what do the Mets have? My God.
The only
27
thing I
to
can
2.
the only thing I could think for legacy wise for the Mets is David Wright, Mike Piazza, obviously,
Yep.
Pedro Martinez. No, wait, was that his last name? The guy from the Red Sox, that pitcher.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
He was a Met.
Yeah. Pete Alonso has to be thrown
Pete
in there.
Alonso,
No
yep.
kidding.
Yep. There's got to be more than just that.
I don't really know if I count Lindor yet.
Nope. I don't count Lindor at all.
Max Scherzer, I guess, even though he's not there.
No, I don't count him. I don't count him.
Yeah.
Because we're talking about legacy wise.
Legacy,
2 years
yeah.
and there's got to be more Mets than that I can think of off the top of my head. I can't think of them though.
But that's my point right there, Yamamoto.
Was Nolan Ryan a Met?
Was he?
Hold on. There's like a very good starting pitcher that he went to. Hold on. Yes, he was. He was a Met.
I see him in red for some reason. I don't know why.
Well, he was a Ranger.
That's it.
But there was another Mets starting pitcher that was like really good, but then he went to the White Sox. I can't think of his fucking name.
And don't get me wrong, I would love the Mets to have, a nice season and to get up and have a good time. But just do it without him. Don't ruin his career. Like, if you don't want to sign with the Yankees, fine, but don't sign with the Mets.
Was it Al Leiter's one of them?
Yeah.
Is that who I'm thinking of? Because starting pitcher Mets to White Sox. Why can I not think of his name? I'm getting so annoyed because I can see his face. I can see it. But I can't. It's gonna bother me. It's gonna bother me till no end until I figure it out.
I have a hot take. Astros are not making the playoffs next year.
Wow, really?
That's my hot take.
Really? You think so?
They're gonna have a crappy year.
I'm gonna say they make it in, but it's wild card. I'm gonna say.
Okay, I could see that.
I don't think they're gonna be as good as they've been the last few years. I don't see.
I just feel like Yankees Blue Jays beat them out.
Did you say Blue Jays?
Yeah.
I feel like Baltimore would beat them out before the Blue Jays.
Well, I agree. Just think about it. Baltimore, Yankees, Blue Jays. Where the Astros
Rangers probably.
Rangers, yep.
I don't see Tampa Bay going off a big streak as they did earlier in this year, which I love, by the way, because I told you I said in the one of our predictions that they would end up fourth, which they didn't. They ended up second. We were the ones at fourth. But they exited first round of the postseason. Which, for the record, with them and Baltimore leaving, like without winning a game at all, the last team to win a postseason game in the AL East was the Yankees. For the record.
Yeah, that's freaking incredible, dude. But see, that's what I mean, though. You see that, Yamamoto? You want to sign with another team? We're the only team in our division with a playoff win in the last 2 years. Get with the program. We gotta do everything we can to convince him. I know he's not watching, but maybe.
For those that don't, Storm really wants Yamamoto. He really wants him.
Need him.
I feel like he wants him more than Juan Soto, to be honest with you.
I do. I really do.
Which I think is funny, but I mean,
my thing is he's not a 1-year rental.
Well, hopefully, the problem with Juan Soto is, you know who his agent is, right?
No.
It's Scott Boras.
Oh.
And contract extensions aren't common with him.
With him, yeah, no.
But it's not impossible. Like there's been some in recently that's happened. Like I think Strasburger was one of them. That's the only one I can think off the top of my head. But yeah, I mean, I mean, I think that Juan Soto would actually sign a contract with the Yankees. There's no way that he doesn't. Right. I feel like.
I mean, he has to.
And plus, it would be stupid for the Yankees to not do that.
Yeah.
Especially giving up that many players. Which, I didn't realize how long Kyle Higashioka has been with the Yankees for.
7 years, right?
Since 2008. He was drafted in 2008. So he was with the Yankees for like 14, 15 years.
That's insane.
Yeah. Yup.
Wow.
Yeah. So he's been around for a long time, longer than I thought.
He was around for our last World Series.
He was around when Jorge Posada was still here.
Yeah.
Like,
Wow.
yeah. Oh my god. But yeah, I now finally, like, things in the offseason are starting to ramp up. Like, big time.
Yeah, I'm excited.
So yeah, like I
I'm
said,
hoping for a Yamamoto, you know, notification in the next week.
I was sitting there thinking, like, watch Yamamoto notification within this podcast or something.
That'd be incredible.
Like that would have been insane. Actually, I'm just gonna look at Instagram right now. See,
Yeah. Go ahead. I'm gonna look at ESPN notifications.
Let's see if
Nope, just still which New York team.
yep. Let's see. A source with knowledge of the Yankees' interaction with Yamamoto said they remain optimistic about their pursuit of the free agent pitcher. It's a crumb of info, so I'm sharing a crumb. Stay tuned. We'll talk Yamamoto, Ohtani, and more in the Yankees hot stove. Yep, okay. Yeah, they said, as SMY reported, Yamamoto has privately expressed interest in the Yankees. I noticed when the team held out his preferred uniform number 18.
Good, because that's the other reason we need him.
Why is that? What?
Because we dedicated his uniform for like a whole year.
Yeah, isn't that insane that
But who does that?
Held a player's uniform number, gave it to no one else, so that the Yankees could get him.
And that's the other reason I want him so bad. We hold his number, right? He becomes a Yankee for life. His number goes into Monument Park, and he can thank us. Well, not us, literally, but, the organization.
Right.
For holding his number.
Yeah. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is episode 18 of the pod. It's a rather short one that's been coming out. We had like a 3.5 hour long episode a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, I think
so. This is like rather short for us.
Time length.
Yeah. So, thank you for watching, and we'll see you on the next episode.
See you next time.
Deuces.